Flicker's game just been postponed. I know it's late, but what can you do?
You can't do anything, Keith. You know, it's he's made the correct decision. I don't want to lose this game on a mistake. If we're going to win it, I want to design the win. We've been working all week to try and design a win, and the ball's not rolling correct. It's not just in some spots, it's all over the pitch. The downpour, nobody envisaged a downpour like it, and it's just come down so heavy in the last 2 hours that it's just stuck on the top of the surface. But the ball's not running true, it's not running right. The referee's got a duty of care to the players, but my duty of care is to Bury Football Club, and I don't want, you know, a player being out injured for the next 6 months if I can utilise him, and I certainly don't want to lose this game on a bad back pass going wrong. So I think the referee's absolutely called it 100%.
Did James Beattie concur with you as well?
Yeah, Beattie's in the same mindset, you know, and you know that's that. The referees get paid; they're professional, and he's made a professional decision, and he's made it at that time. He can't make a decision; he's not got a crystal ball in another hour. So he's made a decision now, and you know we've all got to respect that and stand by it. And he's made the right one.
Yeah, I mean some of the locals are saying to me, "Oh well, it'll be all right at 3," but I said to them, "Well, it's 4:45. You've got to worry about it, isn't it? Because you don't want to be starting and 3:20 all going home."
It's a great point, you know. You know, you want to start a game and you want to throw an equal contest, and you want to make sure that you finish the game. You know, them games, it's farcical when they get called off sort of 70 minutes in. It's ridiculous. So he's made a decision based on the whole afternoon, and you get decent intel now. They're expecting the downpour over the next 2 hours. You can see the black clouds coming through, but nobody envisages the downpour like it has, and it's a shame because it's the best I've seen the Accrington pitch. You know, they've worked really hard on it, and they've had a new pitch laid in the summer, and I'm gutted really we've not been able to play on it because that's the most grass I've seen in it this time of year for sure.
What are you going to do now? Are the lads just going home, or are you going to try and get something done?
No, I've just organised an indoor centre where we'll go and get a 2 hours training session. It's primary, we should get there for 3 and get it on at 3 o'clock, stay in a rhythm, and then we've got to prep for the Mansfield game. So you know, we've got a really good workout today, and it won't, you know, it's just a prep day now for Mansfield.
I know you can only do one game at a time, but with this, I mean, Mansfield coming so fast, you're all in your mind, you're already thinking Mansfield anyway.
No,
can you not do that?
No, you can't. You plan for it and you make sure you get your planning right for, you know, tomorrow's training, Monday's training. But I've not, you know, we've not even done any work yet on Mansfield or any intel on Mansfield. Our scouting reports have come in, and the coaches are working through them at the minute. But we've just been totally transfixed and focused on Accrington.
I've got 3 blokes into we last spoke to you. Just a quick word for those now. Akpro, big strong boy. You know him.
Well, I think it's not just about the one player. I think, you know, when I knew I could get Clive Platt 2 weeks ago, then then you've got to get pace and real pace in and around, up, back and through with Clive Platt. His link-up play, his over plays incredible, and you know. But then I had to start getting components to fit round Platt, and he's somewhat different to what we've got. We've not got that striker who can go on the pitch and cause a different effect. But certainly, you know, we'll be playing quality. But I've got quarterbacks now. You know, with Pablo and Noakes, we've got quarterbacks who can find Platty, but find him to feet, lock it in, and then we've got players in and around him. It's the movement I've got to work on around Platties, so I've got a lot of work to do on that. John Louis Akpro, he was obviously at Grimsby and then was at Rochdale with him, and he was learning the game then. Now I think he's learnt the game, I think he understands the game, and he actually now understands how to use his pace. He didn't really know back in the day. He understands how to use his pace, and it's devastating. His pace is absolutely devastating, and that's something that we tap into. And we've got some pace now right through the team, you know, Toppy, John Louis Akpro, Danny Mayer, Craig Jones, Andrew Tutt, another player that I've watched for a long time. He destroyed us for Rochdale against Barnsley in the Cup. And David Perkins is one of the most influential players that I've worked with as a midfield player, and Tutty, you know, on the day was outstanding against him. So it's not worked out for him at Rochdale because of obviously the quality of players in there, and Tutty gives us something different. He doesn't give the ball away. His ball retention is good. His, you know, in possession is very good, but he's got this elusiveness to drive past players. So there's a real strategy to every player that we sign.
I mean, I'm glad you've done that. You've always took the words out. I love it when a manager signs a player that I've admired for. I mean, I remember Ryan Lowe, Ravenwreck, when I first saw him, and a few others. You've got one in touch. If you can get him playing, I don't know what's going on there, because he done for Bury a couple of years ago in Johnson's Pit. I know we won on penalties. Wow, what a player this boy has.
Yeah, I've been a big admirer as a footballer.
What's gone wrong there then?
Well, he's, if you've watched Rochdale this season, Kavanagh is incredible form.
Oh, right.
You've got Lundy in there. And then I think with the signing that Illy's made in Jason Kennedy, he knew it was on the back burner. Yeah, he's got Jason Kennedy. So I think it's a wonderful signing for where he's at. He'd lost Gary Dicker, and they've got a boy called Jamie Allen who's come through the youth. And Tutty was maybe standing in his way. So there's a conveyor belt of kids coming through at Rochdale, and I think there's a plan. Illy's got a plan, and we've got a plan. And our plan involves this season sort of Andrew Tutt, and he loves playing. And when he's not playing, he's frustrated like every player. But I think Tutty in League Two wants to play that many games, and now he's for me, he's at that point in his career where at crossroads. He either takes the bait and jumps up to League One, potentially champ, or he stays in League Two. He's at massive crossroads. But he come in train the other day, and we did the fitness testing on him, and wow, he's got elite levels. He's got elite levels. He's got his VO2 max is outstanding, as is Jim McNulty's. So it's a different profile of player I'm bringing to the club, and I'm going to be looking forward to working with a player like Tutty.
I mean, Tutty, even I'm sure it was this year. He's playing for Rochdale. He's not played many, has he? Cut inside and bent one in the far corner.
He's got that. He can create. He can score. But he goes past players, and it's something we've not got. In the centre of the midfield, it's something we've not got. On the wings, we've got pace and penetration on the wings, but I wanted more penetration through the centre of the pitch, and I've got that. And we've got the balance of the squad's looking good. We wrote it down yesterday afternoon. We've got a nice balance of defenders, great balance of midfield players and wide players, and 5 plus Reggie Walker plus Dudds, which is 7 strikers. So it's really come together well. Still after the left-sider, there's no doubt about that. We've done a lot of work on that, but we're delighted with the players that we're getting in, and training's going up. The level of training, intensity in training, the quality in training is going through the roof.
Are all these boys, and I appreciate Akpros on loan, are they all with a view to keeping them next year to do the business for you?
We don't know. We've said
too far.
It is a little bit too far, but you've got to have one eye on that. I think Clive. There's going to be games this season where the spine of the team are going to have to be very strong. And Clive Platt's known the game, been round the block, but he's a wonderful person. He's a top person. He's a teacher of football. He'll go in there, he'll look after the boys, and make sure that they're on the straight and narrow. And that's why he's got to the age he's got and still playing. But I think that people have just seen his size and used him as a big target man to flick things on. Well, I won't be using it. Well, I won't be using him for that. He won't. If he flicks a ball and he's coming off, that's what it'll be. So I've got him in to move him on the pitch, to get balls into him, and we'll hit him, we'll fire him. But then we've got to get the movement into him, and that's what we're going to be working on. We can start today on that.
Possibly still some room to let other players go, I believe. They're not in the squad.
Yeah, we've got to get that balance. We've still got to get that balance, and we're finding that. We've a lot has left the club. There's no doubt about that, and the balance is getting stronger. So we've just got to keep ploughing along with that. But we certainly we won't stop trying to improve this squad. And if that means outs and that means ins, then that's what we've got to do. That's my remit as a manager. The chairman's fully behind it, and we have strategy meetings twice a week on the shape of the squad, the balance of the squad, and where the squad's going. And there's always short, medium, and long-term planning in the squad. But I think it's going well.
We've got to let you go, I think. Then.
All right, brilliant.
Cheers.